I want to start this video by telling you a story. So this was way back at the beginning of 2010, and I had made the decision. My wife was finishing up grad school in Oregon, and we were about to move across the country for like the next step in what she was doing, and I made the decision that it was time. So I had discovered copywriting back in 2005, but I very quickly ended up with a job creating marketing, like running marketing for this IT training company. And so at the beginning of 2010, I was on this trajectory where I was like, I'm done with this job. We're moving across the country. Like, it is time. Like, I've been waiting for too long to go off and like create my independence, to go off and become a freelance copywriter. Even when I got that job in 2005, like I knew ultimately it was my destination. It was my dream. It was my desire. It was my destiny to create a freelance copywriting business and like to work with clients all over the place and to be able to work from home and to have those freedoms that freelancing gives you of like freedom of time, control of your schedule, freedom of place to be able to work wherever you want to work, and freedom of income to be able to earn like far more than the limitations of the traditional employment by focusing on the results that you can create for clients. And so I knew, like, even when I discovered copywriting in 2005, I knew that that's what I wanted. But then I landed this great job, and I was, I was trapped by my own comfort. Like, it was comfortable enough that it was easy not to become a freelancer. But then suddenly we were moving across the country, and like the opportunity was not the same. And I just knew that it was time. And so beginning of 2010, I decided that by the end of February, I was going to go off and completely launch my freelance copywriting business. And then I started telling people that that's what was happening. And I'd started creating all these connections in industry leading up to this. And I'd started doing a little bit of client work on the side for like years leading up to this. And then it was accelerating. And so I started telling everybody, hey, I'm available starting in March. To do full-time copywriting work. And I would love it if you want to book time on my schedule at that point. We can do that. And then, because I'd been cultivating this for so long, because I'd been doing these side projects, because I'd been building relationships, suddenly like my schedule was looking more and more full. And it got to the point where by the beginning of February, it was just like, it's time. And so at the time, like my bosses at this company, they knew what was going on, but they didn't know my timeline. And, you never really want to cut off that salary job too early. And so I hadn't been giving them formal notice yet, but at the very end of January, it was coming up where it was 2 weeks, where the first 2 weeks of February could have been a great like 2-week notice thing. And so I talked to my direct boss first, and I say, hey, you've known about this for a long time. You've known this was coming, but I've got a lot of client work that is waiting for me, and I'm ready before we move across the country. Like, we had a new baby at the time. We still had a mortgage that we were paying, all of that. And I said, all of that's going on, but I'm ready before we move across the country to really get going with this copywriting thing. And so I'm giving my notice. And he had supported me the whole way. His goal was to make the job so comfortable that I couldn't leave, and he'd succeeded for 4.5 years or so. But then he fully supported me passing it off. But then I remember the next conversation, which was with the owner of the company, my boss's boss, and I said, hey, we need to have a conversation in the conference room. Can I have a chat with you? And he said, we're like walking into the conference room, and as I'm shutting the door, he's saying, you're not quitting on me, are you? It was like that awkward smile where it's like, you nailed it. And so then we had the conversation, and likewise, like he wanted me to leave even less, because honestly, what business owner wants their employees to leave, especially if it's a good employee? But he also wished me the best. And at that point, I made a decision, and the day was February 11th, and today is February 11th, 2021. So it was 11 years ago today. I actually walked out of that office for the very last time. And ever since then, I've made my full-time living as a freelance copywriter, and through the skills of freelance copyright that have come from freelance copywriting, also as a marketing consultant and publisher of marketing training and all sorts of stuff. And I have achieved that freedom of time. Like I really don't work normal full-time weeks. My brain is kind of always thinking about work, sometimes even when I don't want it to be. But I don't have to like be at work at a specific time. Like there's nobody watching for me to walk through the door to make sure I'm on time for work. And sometimes I can just get up and leave for the rest of the day or whatever I want. Like I make that decision, and I pick up my kids from school and I drop them off at school, and I have that freedom of time, and I have the freedom, like I get to work from my home office, or I get to, when it's not a pandemic, I get to go work from the coffee shop or wherever I want. And I have that freedom of place, and I have the freedom of income of choosing the clients that I want to work with and choosing the projects that I want to work with. And I put offers out in the marketplace that match what I want. And it's such an incredible liberation that can come from freelance copywriting. It's pretty dang cool, I'll tell you. And I feel fortunate today that not only am I helping my clients succeed through the work that I do on marketing consulting and copywriting, but I'm helping thousands of copywriters around the world through these videos, through my Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, through BTMS Insiders, through training I do elsewhere. I'm helping thousands of copywriters around the world get their start and have this same freedom for themselves. And so on my own personal Independence Day, like I like to celebrate that. I like to celebrate my own personal independence, but I also like to celebrate now today I'm helping so many other copywriters achieve their independence too. And hopefully, like, as you're watching this, maybe I'm inspiring you that I don't know exactly where you're at in your journey, but that you can achieve independence through your own freelance copywriting. And actually today I happen to have something scheduled in a couple weeks, a presentation scheduled as part of the Freelance Copywriting Summit. And there's a link in the description. Check out that. So I'm doing a talk that's on passive income and royalties through copywriting. And it's super cool that it's a topic that I've taught before, and that is really transformational once you understand it. One of the biggest parts of me being able to achieve the success that I wanted as a copywriter is figuring out how to make royalties and figuring out how to get checks to show up long after I do the work, because I created results for clients that are continuing to pay off for them. And so I'm talking about that as part of this Freelance Copywriting Summit. There's a bunch of other copywriters, like dozens of other copywriters, that are giving different aspects to how to succeed in freelance copywriting. And I've included a link. You can actually attend the Freelance Copywriting Summit live. You can attend just one session. You can attend all the sessions. You can attend it live. They also will offer the recordings. So if you want to buy the recordings, you can buy the recordings. And of course, my link, like, I get credit for that. But I would encourage you to check this out. And as my way of celebrating my own personal Independence Day, like, I'm trying to help you achieve your own independence through freelance copywriting. And yeah, if there is one thing that I wish for you, it's that in these videos, in my BTMS Insiders, and other things like this that I participate in, that I can help you write your own ticket through effective copywriting and direct response marketing. And that's, like, I spend so much of my time doing that, whether you're a freelance copywriter, business owner, whatever. Copywriting and direct response marketing can be your secret to writing your own ticket and creating whatever life and freedom that you choose. And I love being able to share that with you. And so that's what I have for you today. My name is Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. It's a little bit different because I'm celebrating today. But I'd love it if you'd leave a comment with this and let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how valuable you found it and why. and what's your biggest takeaways? What's your action items? What are you going to do as a result of this? Also, tap that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you, and so the magical algorithms of the internet will share it with people like you who will find it valuable. You can certainly share it with folks directly. And subscribe before you go. Subscribe here. Check out, I'll include a link to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com and even BTMS Insiders, but also check out that Freelance Copywriting Summit. It'll be the first link in the description. And you can sign up there so you can attend my talk live on passive income and royalties as a copywriter. Again, Roy Furr for Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I always aim for 10 out of 10 value. I hope that this is delivered, and I look forward to seeing you again in your next video issue. I'll see you soon.